Right, in Maya and Houdini we have some piece of code which orbits our Earth, okay? In Maya, the same is in Maya. If we select or rotate or translate whatever and go to add expressions, we'll see our piece of the code. So in Maya we create our variable, which we are going to connect to our attribute, to a newly created attribute. So what we would like to do, what we would like to get, we would like to control the speed of the Earth's orbiting. Therefore we type a $sign, okay, so make the font bigger, and we write, for example, orbiting speed or orb speed, okay. It equals, for example, 0. Let's press edit. It just generates a mistake, so we'll just type 0 and we have our Earth here, okay. In Houdini we have the same piece of code or a similar piece of the code, okay. In our attribute triangle node, so we just type int, which means integer, and for example speed orb, and then we need to create our attribute, so we type equal and write ch, which means channel, so we create a new channel. Then in the parentheses we write the name of our parameter or a newly created attribute, so again speed orbit, okay, and end it with a semicolon. And then we press this icon, create spare parameters for each unique call of channel, okay, so we have speed orbit. And if it says like implicit cast from float to int, we might use not an integer variable but a float one. So we type float, then we don't have this warning here, so we'll have a float type of our variable in the expression. Regarding Maya, we just go to edit and add an attribute, so this is like a channel, a newly created channel Houdini, so we write speed orbit, and press OK. Now we have our newly created parameter or attribute, but it doesn't work yet, because what we need to do is to connect our newly created attribute with the variable. So we press edit and go back to expressions. Here in Earth we'll find our speed orbit, so we just select our selected object and attribute and press Ctrl C to copy it, and go to select filter and choose by expression name and select Earth, and here we will connect our variable with our newly created attribute. So we just paste it, Ctrl V, and press edit. Well, it still doesn't work, okay. It is because we need to multiply our time attribute by this newly created variable. Okay, so we just select our variable, then copy it and paste here, and again in the cosine function we do the same and then press edit. Now we see that our Earth is not orbiting. Well, because we have 0. Obviously we have 0, so if we just make like not 0 but 1, for example, okay, we have our Earth orbiting, okay, and then we might make like 3 or 5. Alright. So that's our orbiting. And regarding the Earth rotation around y-axis, we might regulate this as well. In Houdini, we need to multiply our time attribute as well. So we just select our variable and multiply it by the variable, okay? Then press edit, okay? Obviously we have 0 and it doesn't work, so now if we have 1, it's working. If we have less than 1, it slows down, okay? If we have like 0.2 or 0.1, we have the slower orbiting here. So that's the connecting of variables with custom attributes in Maya and Houdini. Okay, thanks for watching.